Giving that personal touch, huh?
Well, I like being back here. I have good memories, not just from winning Ally last year, but also from PGA Tour days. This place has just got a place in my memory that is special. So I'm honored to be the champion and come back and do this media day. It's fun, and just be back on the grounds here. I'll be sort of reminiscing a little bit, I'm sure.
What are some of your favorite aspects of this course stylistically that makes it so fun for you?
I think it's just the traditional layout of the course and the conditioning. We expect high standards, but here you get it for sure. And it's had changed a lot. It's almost like a time capsule. It's just stood the test of time. It's not it's not a brute of a golf course, but it's got its own little challenges and interesting topography with kind of ridge here. These holes on this side of the ridge all slope that way, and you have to factor that in on your putts. And then the opposite is true when you get on that part of the course there. It takes a little bit of experience to figure that out.
How important is it to have an event still here after its history, with the U.S. Open and stuff? What does that mean to have an event here?
Well, I think anytime the PGA Tour plays at a course for a long time and then it transitions over to the Champions Tour, a lot of the players naturally are also transitioning. So it's good for us because a lot of us have seen it, and we get to go back to a familiar place. Because it's not just the golf course. When we come to a town, we stay here for 1 week, but we learn a lot about the town that has nothing to do with the golf course, like where to go eat, where to get our coffee, where to stay. We make friends in places. So it's always good to return to familiar locations and courses, but it's not just the course.
So what's one of your favorite places around here?
Eduardo is one of my favorite places. It's awesome. It's pretty close to where I stayed a bunch of times. There's also a Yemeni coffee shop here that's pretty cool that you don't see everywhere. That you're probably not expecting that kind of response from the golfer. But yeah, it's just I live in the South, so coming to Michigan's a little different experience, and I like to see different parts of the world.
You guys okay? Stewart, this year on the 2025 PGA Tour Champions, every year has its own little personality. You come out there. I think you won 1 or 2 events this year. Yeah, you had 1 win. So the personality, a lot of the great players are starting to age out. You got some young players coming in. Bernhard, he'll probably be playing after you retire. But what about is there a personality you see in the season so far? Is there a lot of new players that are coming along, or I don't know, Matt Kuchar? I mean, Kuchar, he's still playing on the PGA Tour. He can play out there. I mean, I don't even know what I'm asking you other than to say that everything's turning over. Everything's turning over. I thought he was 50 already.
No, I think this year has been a year of sort of resurgence of the older guys more than the newcomers. I guess I consider myself still kind of a newcomer because I'm 52, but I didn't start playing Champions Tour golf until pretty far after my 50th birthday. But look at Miguel Jimenez. He's just played amazing this year. He's had 3 wins, and he's come very close to a couple more. And so I think he's 59 or 60 years old. I'm not really sure about that. But the guys from that have been out there and established themselves are the ones that are really playing great. Ernie's reestablished himself this year. Padraig Harrington is going to be good for a long time, and I think we'll have some battles in the future. But it seems like it's been more about the guys who are out there for a long time playing well again and sort of having resurgence in their careers than the guys that are turning 50. Just kind of the way it ebbs and flows.
What do you enjoy about having a Champions Tour? What do you like about it?
About playing the Champions Tour? I think the number one thing is that I know everybody. When I play on the PGA Tour at 52 years old, you are a